Hi, I'm Chris Kepler, and welcome to Does This Happen to You? I'm an actor, voice actor, audiobook narrator, and writer. I love reading, pondering, and sharing humorous stories about the freakish things that happen in everyday life. That's why this podcast features funny stories from fantastic writers about our daily aberrations, a micro audiobook about life and befuddlement just for you. Our story this week is from Kelly Green, who you'll find on Medium.com. And here is Layoff Announcement from Your High School Boyfriend. You are currently in possession of some equipment that will need to be returned, including my hoodie and AirPods. Google parent Alphabet Friday said it is laying off 12,000 employees, or about 6% of the workforce, in the latest in a long line of tech layoffs. The fact that these changes will impact the lives of Googlers weighs heavily on me, and I take full responsibility for the decisions that led us here, said Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai in an email to Google employees. CRN 1/2023. Hey, babe. I've got some difficult news to share. Last summer, when you went to Wichita with your family, my amount of free time saw dramatic growth. I overestimated the demand for my services and ended up bringing on an additional girlfriend. Now, due to unforeseen economic pressures, you catching me making out with Kayla by the orchestra hall, I need to reduce my girlfriend headcount by 50%. Unfortunately, your position has been eliminated. Making this decision weighs heavily on me, and I take full responsibility for putting us in this situation. However, I'm delighted to be able to offer you a severance package with only a few conditions. Starting off, you will still have English class with me. You'll continue to have access to your assigned seat where you can stare longingly at that little patch of hair on the back of my head that never seems to sit quite right. My mom is concerned about my grades in this class, so in return, I'll still need to copy off your poetry analysis homework. In addition, I'll still text you sometimes, especially when Kayla is being a bitch or doesn't want to make out in the field house. I'll give you inside information about our relationship that will make you feel like I want you back, then completely ignore you for days. And yes, I know the field house was our spot, but I'm sorry to tell you your access to that area has been revoked. You are currently in possession of some equipment that will need to be returned, including my hoodie and AirPods. I am amenable to having these handed off directly in English class or shipped via USPS. Costs will not be covered. I ask that you please do not come by my house, as my mom will get very caught up in how much she likes you and start asking, "What's going on with y'all?" I know it will be difficult to avoid me in the hallways between third and fourth period, in the cafeteria during lunch, and at the Starbucks across the street while we first made out. As part of this agreement, I can provide you with a little head nod of acknowledgement if we make eye contact, which I will avoid at all costs. That said, as of today, you are no longer permitted to ride in my car. This means you will need to find your own ride home because I have to drop off Kayla and her little sister. There just won't be enough room. Plus, it might get awkward. For me. Finally, consider this a mutual NDA, non-douchebag agreement. By that I mean, I will keep your secret about that time you had a nip slip at Wendy's if you don't go around telling all our mutual friends that I was cheating. That's a misinterpretation of the difficult economic situation I find myself in, and I don't need this getting back to my mom. Your contributions here will not be forgotten. You have been a very important part of teaching me to text back within an hour or so when I'm out with the guys, and how to understand your feelings, and also to remember your birthday. I know I was really bad at all that when we were together, but I'm great at it now thanks to you. Just ask Kayla. Please sign below or shoot me a DM on Insta to acknowledge you have received this letter, and your severance will be implemented effective immediately. We'll take a 2-week break from speaking to each other in public, but I'll always care about you, girl. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed this story, let me know and share it with your friends. Follow me at Chris Narrates on Twitter or Chris K. Kepler on Facebook, or check out my website, chriskepler.com.